Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? Today we are going to be doing a tutorial on the Sirui Swift M1 gimbal for smartphones. It's pretty cool. It's packed full of a lot of really cool features that I'm excited about, so let's get into it.
To start, the Swift M1 gimbal will arrive in a nice foam case. Once you crack open the case, you will find the gimbal folded up. Now, like most people, you'll be anxious to open it up and start using it, and you might be fumbling around for a bit trying to get the gimbal opened up, just like I did. After the frustration, you will then notice the instructions that are clearly printed on the lid of the case. You simply unlock the main handle, rotate it to the open position, and then relock. Then turn the gimbal arm toward the unlock icon, past the little locking nub, and then you're ready for step 2, downloading the app. Inside your instruction manual, you will find a QR code. Simply scan this and it will take you to a Sirui landing page. Select the Swift M1 gimbal app and install it directly onto your phone. Once the app is installed, you can now put said phone onto the gimbal and balance it. You'll do so by loosening the thumb screw and sliding it in or out until you hit the sweet spot for your phone. Now you'll be able to control the camera via the hand controls on the gimbal. To change the modes, you will press in on the wheel dial. You can hear an audible click when doing so. Manual focus mode. This will allow you to use the wheel dial to pull focus manually. Note, you can still use the camera on your phone as normal to tap for focus. Press the wheel dial again and you'll get into zoom mode. Here, you just use the wheel dial to zoom in and out. Press again and this will take us into pan mode, again using the wheel dial to pan the camera back and forth. One more press will take us into tilt mode, again where we use the wheel dial to tilt the phone. On the rear side of the handle facing you, you will see a thumb joystick used to tilt and pan the gimbal. Please note, if you are selecting tilt or pan with the wheel dial, the thumb joystick will not work. In addition to the thumb joystick, we have 4 buttons: record, mode, function, and power. If you have downloaded and are using the app on your phone, the record button will either film if you are in video mode or take a picture if you are in camera mode. The power button, well, that's self-explanatory. The mode button is one of the most important buttons on a gimbal. The modes that we get on the Swift M1 gimbal are tilt lock. This will allow you to move around a focal point while keeping the gimbal from tilting up or down. This is useful for when you are tracking a moving subject and you want to keep the camera on a level plane. For example, following someone that is walking around or doing a pass-through. The next mode we have is tilt and follow mode. This is one of the most common modes used on a gimbal as it allows you to move around a subject, getting a steady shot no matter where the subject might go. All lock mode. This mode locks out the tilt and pan functions and will keep the phone locked in a forward-facing direction. This mode is very handy when you're doing a long walking shot down a straight path or doing a long jib shot. The final button on the front of the gimbal is the function button. This button also works with the app to control both the phone and your gimbal. Once you press the function button, you will use the wheel dial to scroll through the options. Once you find the option you want, double press the function button to choose it. You can change from front or rear facing camera on your phone, switch from photo or video mode, turn your flash on or off, turn on beauty mode, which adds a softening filter, turn on face tracking, object tracking mode, 90 degree, 180 degree, or 360 degree pano mode. The pano functions control both the phone and gimbal to turn to your selected variant and stitch the photos together for you to give you a finished panoramic shot. 2 separate Sudoku modes, a motion zoom. This will auto zoom a clip to your set duration of time. A time-lapse mode, and path-lapse mode, which is probably one of my favorite features of the gimbal. It's pretty simple to use. You simply pan the camera manually and take a picture with the path that you want the gimbal to take. Then you set your duration, hit record, and voila, you have a path lapse. Pretty awesome. And lastly, we have 2 trigger style buttons on the front of the gimbal. If you press and hold in the top button, this will switch the gimbal into pan follow mode. The bottom button switches between tilt follow and all lock mode. The bottom button also doubles as an all-access reset button.
And that's it. I hope you got a little bit of information out of this tutorial. I hope you know how to use your gimbal a little bit more, or if you were thinking about getting one, now you know a little bit more about it and you're more informed on your purchasing decision. So with that, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button, ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications next time I post a brand new video. Good night.